supposed to
A
be
man is still the
submissive.
man.
Yeah, a man is still the man.
Even if he's not providing.
But I still feel you're gonna get some love, bro.
Hata si hivyo, unajua honestly.
Somebody out there for you.
Wacha nikwambie, wacha niwa introduce kwa.
Men should know like your wife's success should not intimidate you.
Exactly.
Point to her that she's earning more.
Yeah.
Mimi hata naweza achana na kunini?
Kuwork. Hi guys, welcome back to the Groovy Troopers. I am Wilma, and today I'm back again with another topic, hot conversation. But before I get to the conversation, the topic of the day, I have a couple of guests here, so I'd love them to introduce themselves, tell us what they do, Tanzania mzee mzima.
Which camera are you looking at? This one? Which camera?
Yoyote.
It's me again, Mr. Ron. I'm Ron. I'm a businessman and a good friend to William.
Yeah. Businessman.
Oh, my name is Njogu Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just an IT guy, an artist, and a cool dude. That's what's up.
Tech guy.
Yeah, tech guy. That's what. Now you said it. You took
right.
my words.
Yeah.
Bill, niko shule, nafanya IT pia.
Tech guys.
Yes.
Don't want to make it easy.
And business person.
And business person.
Okay.
Yes.
Business person.
Oh yeah.
So business people.
It's mean of us
tech
not
guys.
to ask what do you do. What do you do as well?
I'm a business person.
Business person.
Yeah.
Oh. You wanna be particular.
We can get into particulars story itaisha.
All right. Let's go.
All right. So on today's topic, we'll be talking about marriage in our generation. Hapa tuko na generation Z, tukienda sana millennials. So how marriage has changed for us.
Millennial ni kina nani?
Millennials ni
Lizaliwa mwaka gani?
Mbona tunataja miaka?
See, that's how you know the generation.
No, we are defining the generation first. We don't need to get into particulars. I'm a 97.
Yeah. Oh, okay, sawa. See what about in generation Z.
Whoa.
Yay, for real. It's from 97. People born from 97 to 2012.
2012. Oh, millennials.
Born
No
from
wonder we are
97.
getting profiled like that.
Yeah. So all of us are Generation Z. So we'll be talking about how opinions the marriage may change for us as Generation Z. What we think about marriage, whether we want to get married, whether we don't want to get married, and general opinions the other Generation Z, whom we know. So first and foremost, onto my first question. Do you want to get married? And is it necessary for you to get married? Ronnie?
Yeah. I'm very intentional. I want to get married.
Yeah.
Settle down. Have a family.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel it's essential. I want it.
You want it?
I don't need it, but I want it.
It's necessary for you. Okay. For you, ni a must.
See must, but I want.
Okay, you want to, but is it a must?
See must.
Yeah. All right. Ibra?
I think it's necessary too. I feel as a man to feel the sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
Not just because of nature, mostly.
So for you, marriage is a must.
Yeah, you need.
It's a must for you.
Not really like ile unashikiwa kana or anything.
Yeah,
please just do it.
Yeah. All right. Bill?
Siko sure, but for now si kitu nafikiria. Probably ita change in future, but for now I don't think it's a priority.
Okay, it's not about priority, but in the future, would you unaona ukioa? Do you see yourself getting into marriage?
Wacha tu niweke hivi. Wala wase na kuanga na look up to.
Yeah.
Like 90% of them are either divorced or not married. So kuna a 90% chance itaoa.
Okay. All right. Okay. For me it would be nice to get married, but it's not a necessity. You know? Nico, like yes and no.
If it happens, well and good. If it
Yes and no,
doesn't,
yeah,
move.
exactly. So for me, I won't feel incomplete if it doesn't happen. You see? But iki happen, sawa. Ikikosa, sawa.
It's good to have female opinion too.
Yeah. On to the next question. What is the sole purpose you want to get married or don't want to get married?
I want to get married. That was my...
Yeah, that was your answer. Yeah.
I feel like having someone in your life, doing this journey of life together, and having children, doing maybe business or whatever you're doing together, someone who you can be honest with, you know, sharing everything. I feel that's beautiful. I feel, for me, love is beautiful.
Yeah.
Let me start from there. Love is very beautiful. As much as it's not sustainable. Yeah. It's beautiful.
So your sole purpose ni for companionship or for children? Both. Yeah. So one can't come without the other. So in case the person is a good companion and they can't have children, that's a no-go.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's both companionship and children.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What's the sole purpose you want to get married?
Me?
Yeah.
I think it's because it's good of me too. I'm like, as a man, as an African man, the model looks like this. Like, you're a man, you get to a point, there's need for responsibility. Like, lazima ulete watoi kwa, you know, into this world. Yeah. And then you have this friend, this lady or girl or whatever, but she's your friend first. Yeah. Right? Like, special friendship that's gonna lead, it has to lead to something, right? You're just gonna be so much in love with the person and then you guys don't have kids. Not really, right? Si watoini mapenzi ama. Right. So I think me, I want kids. I want to see a lot of little me's. Yeah. You know. Yeah, and for the fact that it keeps, as a man, it keeps you straight.
So you feel like it's necessary for a man to have family?
You need basically. Yeah, a family man.
So for you, it's puts about you together. Marriage is about companionship and kids.
Companionship, kids, and good times too, you know. Yeah. And not saying there's not going to be bad times in it. Lakini sasa ukiwa na wase kadhaa in your, you know, place who you can call home. Yeah. Come back when you're worked up, tired at the end of the day. It's home. It's a safe spot. Yeah. You know, you need it. All right. Yeah, because you're cheesy, man. That's what I think.
You need somebody.
Yeah, I need somebody.
All right. Damn. All right. Yeah. Okay. Bill. Why don't you want to get married?
I think mine is simple. I think that whatever you can get in marriage, or rather whatever you get in marriage, you can also get without marriage. Because wasi wengi wanaoana ndio kupata ile sense ya fulfillment, ndio. Yeah. But pia fulfillment inatoka from many places, unaelewa? Yeah. Kuna msi anabambika akivibe na bibi yake, timu yake. Okay, in this context bibi yake. Lakini kana pata the same vibe nikifanya kazi yangu. Si wacha basi ni focus on kazi yangu.
Fulfillment.
Yeah. Kazi yangu inani fulfill kuliko kwenye marriage inani fulfill. Yeah. Mimi si lazima.
Yeah. Alright. So wewe una believe that kuna vitu zingine zinaweza kupea fulfillment apart from a wife, right?
Like nasema nini? Sidhani tunafaa kuingia kwa marriage haupati fulfillment juu ya msemo mwingine, unaelewa? Yeah. Actually utapata most marriages zenye you work. Both
partners.
Both partners wanakuanga ni lazima come from a place of kukua kwanza ukue whole peke yako, akue whole peke yake, ndio you know to exchange your value,
right?
Lakini kanaweza kuwa whole peke yangu, mbona niende msema
si necessary, right?
Plus sijui kina make sense, but
ina make sense. Makes sense. Thoughts?
What do you say? So do you want to have children?
Not really a child. Let's go with nataka kupata mtu
without a wife.
Just a kid.
Yeah,
that's one.
Just a kid
without a wife.
Without a wife.
Yeah.
Because as long as naweza take care of them, in this case financially, because I think the financial aspect of a relationship is very, it's a very major pillar in a relationship. Financial, hata kama mnapendana na hakuna do, as a matter of fact, stats you show inaitwaje, do inakuanga among the major reasons also divorce. Do na infidelity, si ndio? So if I focus on the money aspect, I think I'm naweza pata mtoi as long as I can take care of
the child, the
their,
mom and the
their
child,
mother and the child. I think it's sufficient enough. Si lazima tukue tumewana.
So meaning utakuwa tu a present dad,
I'll
you know?
be a present dad.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
But you won't be together.
But I won't be together.
Interesting.
I want to ask a question. Wait,
please.
In what terms it is? Maybe you could find somebody who would be agreeable to those terms.
Miwangalia hivi. Kila kitu ni time na energy, si ndio? It's time and energy.
Yeah.
So when you spend time na energy yako, like una spend time na energy yako kwa zile vitu zenye una prioritize. In this particular case,
are you saying you want to become like Elon Musk first and then you marry? First fulfill your tech wants?
Because honestly, me, I'm interested in things more than I am in people. Hivyo ndivyo mimi ukua. Na hakuna haja ni tudanganyane ni kuambia ndakuwa hapa. Probably nataka kufanya kazi for 80 hours per week.
Yeah.
So sitaki kuingia kwa arrangement yenye najua sita fulfill my end of the
your responsibilities. So for me, my response was yes and no. So yes, I'd want to get into marriage for companionship, right? So this person is gonna push me to be a better Wilma, you know, in every possible way. Na challenge kufikiria, na challenge opinions zangu. And is this person also like a good environment for me? Unajua? Na kufanya vitu zenye napenda. So someone who makes you feel like you're crazy because you like some things. So it's good for companionship, right? Children, not very much.
Why not?
See must.
Like,
well, see must, yes.
Yeah.
But don't you want to see some?
No, it's not priority for me, really.
What the hell?
Yeah, not really. Like, maybe my opinion it'll change in the future, but it's not priority. You know, it's not priority. Maybe my opinion will change in the future. I'm not fixated on I'll never have children.
Okay.
But maybe it's because nimeona the way children are growing up very traumatized, and so it's not good. It's not a good picture.
You're saying
so
us.
Yeah.
Generation.
Our generation, we are messed up. Because, well, vile tuliraisiwa, our parents didn't know better. So I feel like until I'm ready, I feel like can I mother someone who's gonna be woke na grow in a very good mental environment? Fine.
Hiyo story ya kuwa traumatized. Nadhani pia si ni soft sana. Sidhani tuko as traumatized as tunafikiria. Juu trauma pia nao ni relative. It's relative.
Yeah.
We are traumatized compared to akina nani. Unaelewa?
Yeah.
So na feel history ya social media tumekuwa over socialized because for example niko na niece mdogo ako like 10 years lakini yushinda YouTube kila time.
Yeah.
Yushinda YouTube kila time. Kwa hivyo akisikia chenye madhe anasema atakompea na chenye anasikia wale wasee wanaongea wasenye wako kwa YouTube, unaelewa? Kwa hivyo so like standards zake zitakuwa a little bit fall, hazitakuwa hata kuwa softer community yake, exactly. Unaelewa? Atakuwa like sitaki ugali, sitaki mahindi, juu wale watu wanakula pizza na nini, unaelewa? So hiyo ndio imetufanya tukue na hii victim mentality ya tuko traumatized. Unajua wazee wetu chenye walipitia,
that's true.
Like unajua nini, niko na niba yangu anakuanga ni mshosho, ako like 80 something, alikuwa ananisho zile vitu alipitia time ya maumau.
Hands down.
Kani nilipigwa nikiwa Raima ama mzaya shai nipiga ama akaniambia kitu, sidhani nimepitia kwa life.
Na get point yako, but what I mean is like vile anasema sisi tuko traumatized. Bado kuna watu kwa generation yetu, their parents did better with them. They did better with them. Kuna mtu alikuwa anasema Twitter, the people who are raised right, kama mzazi wako alikuwa anajua how to take care of kids. Do you know, like for example, you're not supposed to shout at a child. You're not supposed to let a child alie peke yake ati umwache atalia nyamaze. You know it happens. You know, but kuna wase wameraisiwa right. So mse alikuwa anasema the people were raised vizuri. When wewe ulikuwa na fight in your head to survive, huyo mse alikuwa alikuwa na prosper, like alikuwa na grow in the right way. So mimi, until I'm in the position to be that good parent, I don't think
what does it take to become that good?
What does it take?
What form of mental growth?
So I have to be mentally stable. I have to unravel all my traumas.
It's not like you don't want to have children. You just have your conditions.
I have my conditions.
For this to happen, must happen.
This must happen, yes.
It's not like it's case closed, you don't want children.
No, it's not case closed.
Right.
You understand?
That's the point.
Nilisema yes and no. So no, I don't want to get. The reason why I would not want to get married is if I do not find that companion that I was saying, I will not want to lower my standards just to be with someone. You know, sitaki ku put up with someone because I have to be married.
Rest of time.
You know, if nikikosa kupata huo msee, you know, cool. Right?
We don't have to do
I don't have to do that thing. Na vile tu amesema, if I find fulfillment in the things that I have, then niko fresh.
Usianze kwa kama paka mingi like.
I feel like
I really like cats. Niko moja.
I feel like you have a very strong point. Whereby you're saying these are my standards. And I'm not
lowering them for anything.
I feel I don't know, people, it's one of the reasons why there are a lot of broken marriages. Whereby mtu ameweka marriage kama necessity. I need it. So unapata akona standards but sasa amefika age fulani like fuck it. Let me just settle with this one. And I pick just anyone.
Remember this
5-10
analogy
years down the line,
boom.
It's not working.
It's not working. Ni ile analogy when you're 25, you want tall, dark and handsome. And then now you go to 30, it's tall.
Mademu wengi wenye wako 30, especially wenye wameamua nataka kuolewa akiwa 30, all settle for less. Like 90% of the time all settle for quote and quote less, because utapata wakiwa, you know, 20, 21, 22, 20 walikuwa naenda wase fulani. And then hiyo time kuna boys fulani anakuanga tu hapo hivi ameshikilia tu amejiamlia. So the moment wameingia into their 30s, mazee udem amekaa hivi akaona yenyewe
mse anaweza
awase wenye nilikuwa nadai
pia wanidai
ama wako na options. So like mazee juu ulikuwa hapa tumekuwa naye for long, mazee ni sawa, unaelewa? So quote and quote ana settle for hiyo quote and quote less, unaelewa?
Like what do you think is the reason why people do that? Like mbona to settle just because?
I think people should change the aspect whereby people look at marriage
as a necessity,
an achievement.
Okay, an achievement. Okay,
people should know, like, I think a successful marriage, now that's achievement. Not
a successful marriage,
married, it's an achievement.
And it does not.
Is there any way to assess success of a marriage? Where is the
like I'm just trying to say, if you don't have the what it takes, if huyo mse unacheki hapo akupe hizo vitu zenye unataka, don't just get married for the sake of it, because it's not an achievement. But if you feel this is the right guy, we have what it takes to, you know, be compatible and everything, Yeah.
I think your question, Nolisa, how do you measure a successful marriage? What's the measure?
It was like an SI.
This is what I'd say. Already, I think your stuff here, people get married due to pressure is because of the society to come from. You know, during our parents' time, ilikuwa like, ukifika 25, get married, get kids, you know. Hiyo ilikuwa pressure. It's like, huyu ameolewa. Hadi ile ulikuwa una feel pressure. But sahi, we're already in an age of so much information. We see our parents used to live in very broken marriages because ilikuwa like necessary that you have to. So, sisi now, you have to define what marriage for you is. Naona vile mimi nimesema, I want a partner who does this and that and that and that. So if I don't have that, for me, it's for me. It's for me. For me, that's a successful marriage.
And you're willing
define what marriage is for you. It's the same way una define what success is for you. Kuna mtu anaona gari, successful. Kuna mwingine ako like mimi nikiwa tu na nyumba. Kwanza my dad was telling me there was a time kitambo ndio uletewe msichana, you had to have a toilet. Yeah. That for you, shimo tu ya choo. And that person hapo yeye ako successful. You know, yeye anaweza oa sasa.
What did it take for one to chimba?
You know, but now sasa, that's why I'm saying it's relative. It changes.
Alafu ukwe willing kudeal na hiyo societal pressure. Juu probably success kwangu ni nishi maisha yangu peke yangu na feel fit. So na have ku content na hiyo societal pressure ya ule mse ni weird, ule mse form yake, unaelewa?
Right.
Now, what if you find someone who also doesn't conform? Right?
Yeah.
But you guys, because your like-mindedness here, right? Is what does it.
Yeah.
Because having or being married or something formal doesn't really stop you from being you or doing things you. But it's okay. Our parents, we went through this traumatizing moment.
Yeah.
Okay. But now, what does it tell us? We need to be specific. We need to learn emotional. We need to be emotionally intelligent for us to become proper like that, so that tunalitadia watu. Maana lazima uelewe hizo zote, this happens. Hizi vitu zina happen, but then what do you do to prevent all this? Okay, you've grown and all that. I agree to what you're saying, you guys are saying, right? But then I find kids being just it. I want to see. Nitaka kwa hii point hadi isho. Mimi nataka kuchekia watoto.
What? Kuna point umesema, I want to support. What have you said? If mtu ni queer, umesema what about this person who does not conform?
Yes.
So, for example, kama yeye, this discussion is the nonconformist here.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, mtu kaa yeye already he has learned what he believes in, and he's very strong in his opinions, that what Ibra says ama what Ronnie says haifai ku affect my opinion until he finds something that speaks to him and what change. So you have to also have a very strong mind of your own.
Or you are.
Do adi juu utakuwa hivyo wakupressure and then ni kuongea tu, you know, ni kuongea tu.
What do you think? But I still feel you're gonna get some love, bro.
Hata si hivyo, unajua honestly
somebody out there for you.
Wacha nikwambie, wacha ni introduce kwa kile.
Don't run from the Lord.
Nifikiria. Sijui kusoma kama but anyway. Kila kitu ni justified, unaelewa? As in kila mental model either unataka kuelewa ama kutolewa ni justified, na uko na ni jumiangalia kwa environment yako, and then ukakuwa na prove that stuff yenye una believe in, ina make sense, ume reference from society, si ndio? So iko hivi mazi, this stuff tunaita marriage ama whatever, it's just a mating game. Ni kama it's just a mating game, like ni vile sugar coat mazi, tukasema ati mazee ati yini una
officiate
unachiningi venye dogizi huko like before doggy mate before doggy mate iko hivyo before doggy he mate like ziukimbia and then inashinda
ndio
inapata chance ya kumate, unaelewa? Hadi wewe before
ushindi, hadi wewe una pick the best, hadi una pick the best,
hadi wewe boy
hawezi pick
anyone random, lazima uangalie mazee ile ule msee
ako form
lakini tunaishuga kote, tunasema mazee marriage for kids ni venye umekaa hivyo kacheki jeans za ule msee
zinakaa
fit kuchagua kacheki wala ule msee ndio atakuwa na ile smile, atakuwa na ile height, and it's just a mating game. Lakini juicy ni humans na tuko graceful na tuko elegant kuliko wanyama wengine, tunaita companionship, inaitwa aje marriage na nini. So sikia iko hivi, niambie kama ni ukweli ama ni uongo, si ndio?
Sawa,
wewe ni dem, si ndio? Madem wao mate quote and quote, kumewacha tu nitumie tu hiyo jina.
Sawa,
ama kudate ama anakuanga attracted to wase wenye wako across and above, you know, social
mahali wako
social status zao, sio?
Right.
Na maboy generally si date across and below, na hata hii across si sana, unaelewa? Ndio maana nitakuwa na date msee niko 18, but then again msee ako 18 amekufia msee ako like 24 25 na ni life, ni life na inafaa kuwa hivyo. Imagine inafaa kuwa hivyo juu in case of kupata mtu hii, ule msee atakuwa in a better position ku take care of the mtu hii juu akona experience fulani ya dunia yenye inamfanya ku able ku secure hii whatever, si ndio? So hebu kiasi point yangu ilikuwa gani? Point yangu
it's a meeting game.
Na kama tu iko hivyo, I'd rather personally mimi akili yangu inakuanga badala ya kushinda tumefikiria sana, acha tu meet venye iko sawa.
Ni meeting game. Na saizi hakuna haja ni settle ama ni na dem ati tuna date ku
exclusive. Yet number one, I'm not the best she can have at this particular moment. Especially madem wako age yangu. Saizi madem ndio wako like at their peak, si ndio? So saizi anafaa kuchagua msee mwenye like you know the best at this moment. Na saizi clearly mimi sina do. Unaelewa? First nini kwanza do ndio inakuanga inaitwa aje?
Na mata.
Cause do inakuletea vitu mingi sana. Ndio akigonjeka pesa, si ndio? Huo dem akienda kupata ball do, unaelewa? Place ya kuishi do, like nini shule do, si ndio? So the first thing I'd rather nipate hiyo do kwanza, unaelewa? Ni maximize on you know on kupata do,
and then find
from
the best.
Nikuwe na options. Alafu out of these options nichagua the best
genes for children,
to get a kid with
best genes.
Hata si
lakini ujaanza kupata watu hisa hiyo immediately.
But ukifika hiyo point bado, lakini mimi nataka kufight point yako because yo place umesema it's a mating game. Maybe comparison na dog. Okay. Wanyama wengine. But you don't remember the difference between us and them is our consciousness, okay. Right? So siwezi jicompare na dogi, you know, because consciousness yangu ndo inafanya nifikirie tuna connect na Roni ama tuna connect na Ibra ama tu connect. So pia hiyo ni factor. Kama ni mating game pia hiyo ni factor, a huge factor, because huwezi kuwa mating
ni kweli
mate for anyone.
Siwezi kuambia ukatiwe na chokorano hiyo box, unaelewa?
Right?
Ni lazima uchague msee mwenye anavalia vizuri, msee anafikiria in a certain way, si ndio? So the only difference yenye tuko nao na wanyama ni intellect yetu, ni kitu tunaweza fikiria, lakini hata hii quote and quote intellect bado ni kitu yenye sisi huchagua, or rather ni it's a unatafuta msee intelligent. Huwezi niambia unataka kudate msee simu intelligent,
right?
Si ndio? Kwa hivyo bado it's the same game but in a different like zile badala ya kukimbia saizi unaangalia akili inafikiriaje, but ni the same game, unaelewa?
Right.
So I guess kwa hivyo. Alafu pia marriage, I guess also ingia kwa marriage sana juu ya watu wengi, si ndio?
Which I feel like is a wrong measure of
juu hadi gava actually hadi gava ukipata mtoi na msee gava kawe ni boy itakuhold responsible for the child and the woman and the mother, ndio. Kwa hivyo ina way ni kama amekuweka kwa hiyo inaitwaje cocoon.
You think that's a fixture?
Kwa nini kwa marriage? Ati?
Kwani?
Ni fixture. Unajua mbona unaweza kuwa hautaki kwa huyo dem, si ndio? Ama ulikuwa
you're a man, you need to provide.
Si ndio? Exactly. Now, just imagine like half of your resources zinaenda kunini yule dem na yule mtoi, si ndio? Alafu amjawana, lakini uko ina nini, uko ina position yenye unataka kuoa another woman, okay, and get kids, ndio? So unafeel utakuwa constrained kiasi juu
uko already na another child,
uko na familia nyingine in a way place nyingine, so uta have like, so government ina incentivize wase kukaa pamoja, unaelewa?
But I think as a person, if you knew all this, you wouldn't maybe have done that or gotten kids.
Lakini that's not the case, mazee.
It's cool. Yeah. Carelessness. Kama hutaki kuwa responsible, usiingie kwa hiyo. Watu wako intelligent. Waache tu.
Yeah, we can't live like animals.
Can't live like animals.
We can't.
What differentiates us?
Yeah, it's that thought.
Yeah, for sure, thought.
What do you want to say?
Ni kweli hatufai kuishika animals. I guess hiyo ndio struggle yenye tunapanga nayo kama binadamu. Like that's the struggle of being a human being. Ni kujaribu kwenda against our animal nature. Because tuko nayo by default. Tupende tusipende. Unaelewa, like vitu tunafanyanga zinakuanga,
Well, what animal thinks here? Because here you're first. The law doesn't allow you to do some things, of course. Yes. What do you need to regard to the animal here?
Ati kukua animal. Si unakumbuka tukirema tulikuwa na zile zinaitwa aje zile. Come on, si ni mammals manze. Unakumbuka tulikuwa na zile classifications, kuna hizi animals na nini. Si kila mtu atakanga kusikia hiyo kitu, but hebu angalia society generally venye si behave.
Yeah.
Behavior zetu zina match sana za nini? Za
animals.
Za wanyama, lakini yule binadamu mwenye ako na upper hand ni msi ako, msi anajaribu kwenda against the animal nature. For example, tuchukue tu just a simple act like sex, ndio? Sex, inakuanga poa ama inakuanga enticing ama you feel fiti juu it's nature's way ya kukureward ndio upate mtoi. Hebu imagine have sex bila kuejaculate. Sijui kama naruhusiwa kusema hivyo. Bila kuejaculate. So itakuwa weird sana. Ni lazima msia ejaculate. Kwa hivyo ni kaa nature inakureward mazee. Fanya hii stuff juu ya kupata watoi. It's nature's way ya push to procreate.
Ndio procreation.
Sindio? Kwa hivyo in a way like inaitwa aje? Hiyo act by itself it's animal instinct.
So unamaanisha getting into marriage for children is more of an animal instinct than a human instinct, sindio?
It's an animal. It's an animal instinct, but humans. It's a human instinct, but humans are animals. Nika venye kuna animals mingi, kuna elephants, kuna nini, alafu sasa kuna humans.
Okay.
I feel an confused between nature and animals. We are human, we are not animals.
Yeah. We are human.
Yeah, we are human, we are not animals.
We are beings. Scientifically, we are beings, right?
We are humans.
We are humans.
We are humans, yeah. You can't compare. Okay, here there is nature, this is a crop. Here there is nature, but this is not an animal. This is a crop.
Yeah.
It's a crop. Yeah,
So
it's nature.
I feel comparison between the two really.
I think
nature-
I think like tunaweza
nature-
sema ni nature.
It's nature.
It's
not
nat-
like you can't compare us to animals, but it's nature.
Ni nature inafaa iende hivyo.
Yeah, ni nature.
Ni kama vile it's nature that a man should be the provider and protector.
It's nature
It's
like a
natural.
man and a woman must come together to make another
Yeah,
human
itatolewa
being.
juzi. It has to be
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It's nature. You
It's
can't
always
fight nature.
been.
So you don't believe it's
I
nature
don't
that
believe-
the man
it's,
is
the man is supposed to provide.
yeah. It's a
Okay,
natural
ina
instinct.
make sense.
You
Unajua
know,
mbona,
that's
ina make
the only
sense.
thing
Juu-
that makes that's the only
and it's
thing.
not
Yeah, and you're providing for something
That's
you've
the only-
made.
Yeah, makes
No,
sense,
actually,
makes
that's
sense.
the only thing that makes a man feel fulfilled. When you give him a chance to provide and protect, and I feel like sawa.
I feel you're introducing us to another topic of traditional marriage and modern marriage.
There's a very
kuna nature na
very thin line.
Nimeget point ya nature
Yeah.
na nini nimeelewa, endelea.
So I'm saying like, do you guys feel like marriage has changed. You feel like there's traditional marriage and modern marriage. I'm coming back to a point of, providing.
Yeah.
Kitambo kuna vile ilikuwa.
Yeah.
A man maybe we inherit everything. Anapewa hiyo status. This is a man.
Yeah.
Protect, do everything. Ladies were like objects,
Yeah.
You buy as you can marry as many as you can take care of.
Incubator ya mtoi in a way. Even the walikuwa na beba.
Yeah.
Form of wealth.
But right now things have changed.
Yeah.
Right now you guys are going to school. We are fighting for same opportunities.
Yeah, for sure.
Same salaries.
Yeah.
So I find it a little bit I don't know. I'm not saying like I'm not a man who will do providence and everything. But don't you feel things have changed that?
Naweza kuunga mkono,
Well, mimi naweza sema hivi, right? Marriage imechange si kama kitambo. So sahi I'm not just an incubator for a child as umesema. I'm not only supposed to be in the kitchen, Naweza kuwa msee wa mjengo, you get. I can do anything, right?
Msee wa mjei but tuseme ka contractor.
Do you feel like that's a major reason as to why a lot of marriages are not working nowadays?
Nice. Wallahi
because I feel like we are fighting.
That's the reason.
Tunapigana sana.
No.
Marriage. No.
I don't think.
Unajua mbona iko hivi.
Hata kuna points iko nimemaliza. Nasema nini? Marriage traditionally.
Like
So sai marriage imechange due to equal opportunities and we are fighting for the same things. So I think ile kitu inafanya marriages zifeel sana sahi. For example, ni that sisi kuwa na equal opportunities imefanya the woman feel too empowered that even in a family setting where I know I'm supposed to be submissive to the man, I act like I'm the,
Kichwa.
na act kichwa. But it's supposed to be,
men.
but it's supposed to be hata kama na earn 10 times more than you. When we get to that family setting, I'm supposed to be submissive. Yeah, a man is still the man.
Even if he's not providing.
Even though he's not providing. Yeah. That's why they are saying.
A man is a man even if he's not providing.
Yeah, I agree.
This one is gonna
history like culture imechange sana baby from huko hivyo 1940s na nini. Yeah, cause kitambo zile jobs zilikuanga kwa market na we before mechanization na nini. Zilikuanga purely manual jobs.
Yeah.
Unaelewa zilikuanga purely manual. Si ndio? So wanawake hawakuangi poa sana kwa nini? Inaitwa kwa manual jobs juu ya build. Hadi unaweza angalia like mwanaume ni kama amedesigniwa tu kufanya kazi ya mkono, si ndio? Kazi ya mwanamke at that particular moment ilikuanga sana kuzaa na kutake care of the watoi, kupika, clean, kufanya hizo stuff. Juu mko wase wawili, man and woman, and you have kids. Si ndio? You have to separate these roles. Lazima mwanaume alete resources. Unaelewa? So mwanamke kazi yake like ata have kufanya hii kazi nyingine yote, si ndio? Pia mademo wamepatiwa equal opportunity because si lazima uende kazi yenye inahitaji, si lazima. Unaelewa? Na actually ukienda kwa hizo inaitwaje? Ukienda kwa hizo like manual whatever kazi zinahitaji
manual labor.
It's possible upate mademo huko but it's very very improbable. Kwa hivyo tukaisha places hizo 10 utapata place yenye kuna madem kama moja. Unaelewa? Kwa hivyo hiyo inatuonyesha venye tu naturally vitu zio
evolve.
So madem kuna kazi zingine za madem kama walimu, udaktari, unaelewa? Kazi zenye hazihitaji ukwe like nini na hizo pia unalipo the same way msi anafanya kazi zingine, boy anafanya kazi zingine atalipo, si ndio? So kuna kuwa na a balance of financial value. Unaelewa? So dem so dem like tuseme kama mko kwa relationships, si ndio? Boy ana make a certain amount of money na dem ana make na wewe mwenyewe una make do fulani. Hata mkipata watu hii hebu kiasi mkipata watu nyinyi wote mnaweza provide, si ndio? Kwa hivyo huyu boy akafanya stuff yenye haiko kwa hii marriage contract, maybe probably kuwa kucheat na vitu kaa hizo. Utakuwa like si lazima nikuwe na yeye, naweza lia mtu huyu peke yangu juu niko na hiyo capability, unaelewa? Lakini kitambo mademo hawakuwa na job, kwa hivyo hata boy akicheat atakuwa like
hakuwa na option.
Ndio maana utasikia hii phrase ya
there was polygamy.
Unacheki. So utasikia
you want a second one.
Madem kiasi
why will you cheat? You're allowed to do this thing, man.
No, not even the I'm not even talking about the guy. The wives. The wives used to cheat.
The wives. They used to.
Well, me, I've read from those like old African stories.
Yes.
Books. They used to. Because
from
this particular story,
from
this particular story, the guy was important, but he didn't know.
Important.
Yeah, important.
Okay.
Hangepata watoi. But he had 4 wives, but 3 of them got kids.
Wow. Okay.
See, okay, used to happen, but
so ndo maana utachiki saizi wale mademu wenye hawana do or rather like wana kiasi kuliko boy. Boy ana pesa mingi sana. Hata boy akicheat, mademu husema nini? I'm here for the kids. Wao shinda wakisema hiyo ndio inakuwa justification ya hiyo stuff. The situation juu akona leverage, akona resources.
Ana leverage.
Walk away pia.
Yeah.
Lakini most of wenye wako nini wana walk away, utachiki most of the time wako na options. Either familia zao zinaweza take care of the kid.
Ama yeye mwenyewe anaweza
na hiyo do.
Actually mademu wanajuanga they will walk out, wanaanza kujipanga.
Nice.
So unamaanisha
a very key nini factor ya hii nini wewe inakwanga
financial. So finances determine whether a marriage can work out.
It's a reason why
it's a very big
marriage.
Okay.
Because
yeah.
It feels like a burden.
Because it feels like kama in a marriage na wewe and we are earning the same ama I'm earning more.
Like pesa yangu ni yetu, yako ni yako.
So you don't agree to that stuff?
No, I don't.
But I feel like
do you agree to pesa me because I don't agree to pesa yangu.
Well, pesa yako ni yetu because you are the man, you are the provider.
It's cool. I'm going to provide. But you're going to have your own set of things you need to do.
Exactly.
To cover. Like meals, all these things.
But have you ever noticed?
But if you're making more, you cover more.
Have you ever noticed though? Hata in your family setting, if it's your dad and your mom making about the same amount of cash, your dad will cover the bigger things like the school fees, like insurances, and then you cover the kitchen. You get. So at the end of the day, the man is.
So me, I feel things have changed.
So I feel like if your wife made more money, she'd provide more.
Actually, I told my girlfriend if it gets to a point where she's earning more. Me hata naweza achana na kunini.
Kuwork. Ukwe home.
Marriage is a team.
Yeah.
And when you're in a team, you have to know the most important player and protect them.
Okay. Do you know why?
So if you're making a lot of money, I'll tell her, haina haja ushinde sasa kustruggle huko kutafuta. Kaa nyumbani, wacha mimi nifanye job. Kama yeye ana make do.
Yeah. But do you know hiyo
haiwezi kidogo.
Hiyo haiwezi apply to everyone because it's not everyone step into like their masculinity like that anajua that nikiprovidiwa it doesn't make me less of a man. A lot of people will think
now that's the issue.
That's the issue. Yeah, that's the issue because because mse ataona my wife is making more money, so yeye mwenyewe in his head ana feel like ako less
inferior.
You know, ako inferior.
I don't think
men should know like your wife's success should not intimidate you.
Exactly.
He's only going to feel like that if he's felt some things before with, or if the lady has done some things before. Dynamic changes fulani, okay?
But you know,
really?
What you say would make a man feel.
Relationship.
What you say like, even if the wife is making more, still the dad takes care of the bigger deals.
Oh, no,
I don't think it's not gonna make me feel inferior.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
Because you're making no money. If you haven't made me feel inferior before, because if you carry on with because of the money now and all of this, you get.
If you really think about it, though, it's not really about the finances. It's about your mentality.
It's your mental.
It's your mental. It's mental. Who are ako stuck on finances because let me tell you mbona ni mentality.
That's why you fear marriage.
Mbona ni mentality.
That's a very very big reason why.
Money is not an issue, would you get married?
Bado sidhani juu wallahi ni kweli sidhani honestly juu. First of all, sidhani kuna hii stuff yenye tunaitanga quote and quote inaitwa aje, love, romantic love, let's do this.
These are the people who don't believe in love.
You just said it, this guy.
Cause cheki maze. Ukiangalia generally like kids are the happiest people you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Sindio? lakini wakuangi kwa relationships wanakuanga kwa relationships
they are innocent. They don't know
unaelewa. Kwa hivyo love si innocence, like love ni sema nini,
something that grows
opposite innocence ni, but anyway na wanakuanga kwa nini yao, si ndio? Me think love exist, but ile love ya you know, napenda kufanya chenye nafanya, napenda ku take care of plants, I love petting my cat, you see, your love exist, but like this
from zile stuff zote umesema, I think you have a very low EQ. Very low. So
probably
so it's a high probability, that's why.
Lakini pia ni lazima to define what's low and what's high EQ, because hiyo pia nayo ni relative, unaelewa. The fact that tunaongea sisi wote,
you range yourself with a certain opinion you express, because it's gonna differ with somebody else's.
Yeah, 100%, because to different.
Does that make you better?
It just makes me human. Yani sidhani kuna better ama worse. At the end of the day, hakuna one particular price yenye sisi wote tunaendea, because kila msee ako na different kila msee ako na different goals, ndio?
Yeah.
Kwa hivyo was to deem myself better than anyone else. Sidhani ina apply juu mimi niko na goals zangu, yako na goals zake. Goals si the same. Goal ingekuwa the same, so hapo hivyo tunaweza compete.
Tuko point yako ya finances are very important.
Ni very important.
Let me tell you, for you, unatafuta finances first, and then you'll be here, sindio? Then you get a family.
Yeah.
But do you know, in a year unaweza kuwa here. So what happens even after? That's why na support very
me think vitu zingine like zikuwa inaitwaje, umesema kitu yenye uti differentiate na wanyama ni
consciousness,
ni sana intellect. Thoughts,
yeah.
Our ability to like observe inaitwaje, society yako, una learn, alafu unaweza unajaribu ku predict future yako na wewe, si ndio? Me think vitu zingine zinakuanga na patterns. Kuna vitu mingi sana ziko na patterns,
like wealth.
Fine, kama wealth, unaelewa, kama wealth inakuanga na nini, unaelewa. Sijasema it's impossible again, but probability ya ku lose wealth yako kama ulipata genuinely na pole ukistack up,
lose bado utaipata tena.
Exactly.
But na sasa ukisema hiyo point ya umse ako hapo for the money, ukienda chini before uipate tena, this person will leave. So it's about the mentality. Kama Ronnie ana make a lot of money sahi, na me I'm just a stay at home wife, and then what if he loses his job? What if, you know, things happen? So ni mentality yangu na believe
me kwangu when it comes to money, like me think like kuna difference ya money, wealth and I guess status, sindio? Like status ni unaweza chikule msi anavalianga fiti yako na mandai na nini, but msi yako probably 2 salaries away from poverty, sindio? And then money is just money inakuanga, it's just a measure of wealth, sindio? Ni kama venye unaweza sema there's length, but then kuna meters, centimeters, sindio? So ni measure ya value. So what I'm talking hapa hivi historia, wealth ni value, sindio? Kuna msi anaweza kosa kufanya kazi for the rest of their life na bado analipa. Ukweli uongo, sindio? Sindio? So like hiyo ndio naongelelea, until nifikia hapo sidhani naweza jika kwa situation yenye inaweza
right. Marriage until wealthy. Okay.
Atakanta kwa 70. Not marriage,
okay, kids until
because again by the actually can kwa situations haiwezi kuwa juu ya dem sana inaweza kuwa tu.
Okay. What other reasons do you think affect marriages squeezy? Like apart from your, you know, kila mtu ako na enough finances to do whatever they want. What do you think inafanya marriages si last kaza kitambo, kaza wazai wetu? Sai like divorces are at the highest. By the way,
ni tuko over socialized. Juka kitambo
over or under socialized?
Over socialized in this way, culture ina change. Case in point, angalia tu venye sisi wote tumevalia, si ndio? Tuko tunatumia inaitwa because nguo ni kitu basic sana, na venye umechagua nguo yako like ulikuwa unataka kucommunicate kitu either consciously or subconsciously, si ndio? So hizi nguo zimeaffectiwa na the American culture, si ndio? kwa hivyo in a way tuko westernized juu ya media, social media, ndio. Na hizo ni nguo pekee, like ni vitu ngapi zenye si ufikiria zenye inaitwaje zime influenceiwa na you know the internet, si ni vitu mingi sana. Marriage being one of them.
But do you know, I think well, it's not really a bad thing for marriages to fail, because hii age information na over socialization inamaanisha umse ameacha umse walikuwa in a dysfunctional marriage, and just your social media ndio imempea the information and the knowledge ya kulive.
Exactly, that's right? Why marriages are not quote unquote hiyo ndio sana,
they are not working, or we are over socialized, ama we have a lot of information.
Fai kusema marriage ja work
kitu mbaya,
probably right.
So it does not mean that's a failed marriage. Exactly, it's not a failed marriage if you
a failed what defines
a failed marriage
as two individuals, you yourself. So you guys just felt something.
Washitu life yako mazee.
Only Jew. Ama right now guys don't want to feel restricted.
Better sister.
Restriction.
Restriction.
That's why people are not
like
getting
they
married
think they feel if we come to this we sign this document here that binds me to this institutional practice, right? That I shouldn't.
Restrictions. I don't know.
Because I'd rather be alone. Like honestly, I'm most effective in
I think need different from person to person, the restriction, Because for example, unaweza accommodate one person who wants to know everything you're doing and it's gonna be a problem. Wants to know everywhere you are and it's a problem. And then you'll have another person anakwambia, hey, you're going to a date with a girl and you're a man. He's like, yeah, cool, you go learn something, talk. Like kuna mse ako too easy. So kama huyo mse ako restrict, then what is nini na kustop from getting married? Because if that's your problem, you just find someone who's open.
You see, you're supposed to ask the girls,
many
the ladies here, because hao ndio wanasemanga hizi vitu sana. Sijui kama jamaa tunasemanga tutakaziwa or something like that. But you feel ladies saying that. So I don't know, why do ladies feel they'll be restricted when they enter marriage?
It's because it's different from person to person, as I said. Even men are different. Where maybe when you get your wife, you'll want to know umetoka umeenda wapi. You know,
it's only natural.
It's nice.
It's only natural.
But the problem is that kuna mtu atakuwa na shida.
No, I think you're social beings. But where is this? What makes this woman or this lady or this girl different from the other girls? You like this woman, you love her and shit.
So I'm a demon nowadays, they fear submission.
Yeah, that's true. They
fear submission because submission has been made to look like slavery.
Yeah, but that's I think pia the problem is that we like kuna so much information but we are not taught how to submit, because si tunafikirianga submit is kneel mbele ya bwana, osha mikono, osha miguu, the way Ghanaian women, they will hold the dish for you. Ni Ugandan.
Even Ugandans,
they hold the food for you. You eat. They don't eat with you. They don't eat with you.
What's your definition of submission?
Anapatana nayo anafanya hivi.
Hey, hadi unainama uki. For me, submission is, oh my god, that's a hard question.
Find the right one.
I think it's like to all right. Kila mtu akona strength yake in a partnership, si ndio? Either nikwe a CEO ama nikwe earning more than you ama earning less than you, I should be, kama vile tulisema a man's nature is to provide. Hata kama u provide, I should be there to take care of you. Sasa mimi ni caregiver naturally. Do you need food? Do you need maji ya kuoga? You know,
soft side.
Yes, I'm the softer. So for me, submission is I'm the caregiver. How can I help? See, like ati can you make me coffee? Hata wenda ujitengeneze,
Yeah, something.
So something like that's not. I just ikue in that marriage setting, I respect you. A man, vile ulisema, a man is a man, whether he's making money or not.
That's also something that's making. You said it's making marriages fail.
Yeah.
course. Like, right now, ladies, chicks are opinionated.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense. Like a lot of guys, a lot of dudes don't want to get married because they fear the providence part. Then ladies, they fear the submission
part.
Lakini I guess nafikiria tu hiyo story ya providence ni kweli, most of them fear. And I think ndo maana real men wako kiasi sana cause wataki kuchukua ile inaitwa aje ile responsibility ile nini ya bro mwanaume, like before upate stability mazeni lazima utii, ni lazima mazee ukue like ngangane na life, like as you said, like hiyo story ya kuweza kufika point ya providence. Na si kila mse sidhani ni kila mse anataka kuchukua hiyo
responsibility ya provide. Nilikuwa have conversation na mtu wako a bit older, kwa around 30 hapo so a man and alikuwa anasema as much as yeye ni a man, I notice that our generation, hata generation yake millennials I think, I notice like tuko in a generation of weak men.
Very weak men.
So unajua ile psycho ya strong men wanaleta strong men
wanaleta good times
would bring easy times bring weak men.
Alafu weak women
wanaleta strong,
wanaleta hard times
zinaleta strong men.
So inakuwa tu nikisema,
so sahi tuko in a generation of weak men, ndio maana unaona I'll get with someone. Mimi, if I want a child, if I want a child,
is it proven or is it what?
Yeah,
but
proven.
Some philosophical
society.
It's proven. That's why the weak.
Start it again, and you said
they've written something about it, of course.
Strong men create good times. Good times create
weak men. Okay, ama easy times.
Yeah?
And then easy times create
good times create easy times. Easy times create weak men. And weak men create hard times. When hard times create strong men. Right. So it's a cycle. So saisi tumekuwa in easy times, so we are in a generation of weak men. So that's why when a woman wants a child now, ako like, I'll just get a child from Ronnie and go, because this person hataki ku stand up. Your responsibility na providence is beyond him. Yeye anataka kuwa gang for life.
You can't walk away. You can't. Normally, kwa hii society tuko.
Like
you just go, unapata mtu huyu unakataa, unaenda to the next like that. How?
Men. It's happening.
Bro, mimi niko na mabeshte wa okay, kuna time nimekuwa kwa room niko kwa beshte yangu and then tulikuwa maboys kawa 3 hivi. Wote wako around age yangu na kila mse ako na mtu huyu. Lakini watu hii wako wapi? Wako shags, wako unaelewa. Na umse okay, si ati na judge because hadi mimi niko kwa situation like kwa si ati tunaongea stories za biz. Tulikuwa tu mmetoka kukata, mmekuja mmechill. Like hakuna ile accountability. Jumi si expect ati nikipata mtu wewe ni kwa nikikata kila time. Unaelewa? Ni Friday, ni Saturday, mimi niko on my grind mazeju. Kuna mtu wewe mahali. Unafaa kuwa hivyo.
So it's weak men because they're not taking up responsibility. Afadhali mtu akane, that's weak men.
Kane.
Those are weak men. Those are weak men.
Kane kitu inakukaa.
Like, it happens.
Well, of course it's happening.
So now I met a certain guy. Tell me this is not a weak man. Right? So I met a guy. He eventually wants to get one wife. But at the moment, he has 3 kids with different women. But at the last time, aliwaona hata ajui ni lini, but he provides. So he says, see, I gave her the child and she wanted the child. Let her keep it. So don't you think that's a weak man?
Or like the woman wanted to keep the... Or what? We just don't... So, we know the terms of their relationship here.
They're not...
Or are all of them expecting a relationship at the end of it?
I don't know. But woni kama hiyo, that's a weak man.
In either way, it's affecting the child.
It's affecting the child.
But
that's not a present dad.
It's not.
It's not a present dad.
Stuff ingine, I guess one major quality yenye tuko nayo kama binadamu compared to to other animals is ni kweli compare to other animals ni ability ya kuadapt ndio si adapt haraka sana unaelewa tuna adapt haraka sana so mimi na feel wachikikaa hii generation yetu rather sasa generation Z to millennials hapo hivyo kuna ma single moms wengi sana.
Yeah, why?
So watu hii
what's the reason?
Yes kuna reason but like tunaangalia sasa watu hii sana.
With men.
Hao watu hii wata grow nini? Itakuwa socially acceptable kukua bila buda and then that will be the new normal. Itakuwa the new societal standard. Ni poa ama ni mbaya? Mimi sijui
lakini iko tu ishakubalika.
Society tu ni kama venye kitambo madem kuvalia doje ilikuwa like mse form saizi kila mse hata wana prefer kuliko kuvalia dress unless ni Friday night.
Actually, back to my point vile umesema yeah, like zile standards za whether I can have a child for me is that partner mentally strong enough to father a child. You know, I don't want a child mwenye anakosa father figure. Tumekuwa tukiona hizi stories za watu wanakosa father figures in their lives. You know that traumatization inafikia the next generation. So for me, even me, that's a factor. See, standards.
But that's because you didn't have a father figure, you ended up maybe some way.
Yeah.
You maybe end up incarcerated or something, or you did something bad.
Yeah. So children who grow around very, strong parents are very good children. Hao ndio watu wana take over the
wana take over the world lakini si kila mse. But yeah, generally that's the case.
Hey, wow.
Anyway, I'm thinking about another reason why a lot of
marriages are failing.
A lot of us,
guys,
Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Yeah, we are fearing. We don't want to get into marriage. There's a lot of societal pressure. For example, I feel
societal pressure not to get married.
I'm to get married.
To get married. Yes, societal pressure ni to get married ama not to get married.
To get married. Sasa sisi hatutaki because of issues kama dowry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's that.
But you allow you still lazima ulipe the whole amount there.
Lakini sana you dowry alafu after umelipa dowry.
It's a lifelong thing.
Alafu msi unalipia dowry akama kwa kichwa ngumu afterwards. Unacheki utakuwa like
why do you need to simulate all that?
Let me tell you. Dowry kitambo it was very significant. But I feel right now it has lost
it may lose meaning.
Because right now, me and you are the same.
Yeah.
As much as I'm a man,
we
are fighting for equal opportunities. Yeah. Kitambo men were very, akona ngombe zake, akona mashamba, women had nothing.
Yeah.
So, saa hii unakuja unaambiwa sijui tumempeleka shule, tumefanya nini, kwa hivyo utalipa hivi.
Yeah.
It's like you are buying an object, bro.
Yeah. So, money the need to buy someone and you're almost the same. Because unajiuliza why me, why you pay for me?
Yes.
Not exactly pay, but quote unquote pay for me and me not pay for you. Tumeenda campo. Graduate.
Boy child and culture right now we are like this.
Those are just cultural norms. That's cultural. You're Kikuyu,
you're
Masai, you're
culture is not constant.
Do you know in Rwanda?
But what happens when you keep going with the culture? When you
create culture like film.
I don't see it as a payment. Doesn't matter. Well,
what do you think is the significance of dowry?
Just appreciative. Just be appreciative of.
But
the
I was giving you an example of a different culture. I think it's either Rwanda, but a Western African culture. What happens is if I'm married to your family. Wewe you just bring a local brew ama wazee wa huku wanasema what can you bring us tukunywe green label pamoja you just drink together that's dowry.
Exchange, yeah? So you're saying
that's dowry period.
So you appreciate the parents.
How about your parents? Are they being appreciated?
Well, it's okay, but you're the man. You don't expect this. It's me. I'm Kikuyu.
But it's because you
found
it like
this
that.
way. I found it like this. Guys before me were doing this. So it starts
because
something
it made sense
because you don't want to make the girl feel here it's not about making the lady feel like unanilipia aje. See, we don't want that.
But Indians do that.
Even family
Indians
that
do
make it look like she's an object, because they would sit down wakwambie tumempeleka shule. Have you ever gone to a dowry in a
you don't need to their parents
no,
will
they don't allow
relatives will
lakini
objectify
pia na feel ni inaitwa aje, lakini na feel hiyo kitu inaenda tu pole pole tu.
Mimi nasema aje kitambo iko ina make sense. It was very significant, but times have changed. Kwa hivyo girls have been empowered. We've been now we are
on the same level.
Kwa hivyo inafaa kuisha.
So ufai kuniambia mimi na Wilma sasa we want to settle, and then parents wake wanitisha 200,000.
No, you'll find out that during the way
200,000 to invest to answer maisha.
No, along that time
both parents
for bringing you up.
No, it's okay.
No,
it's okay. But during that moment of time when you guys are officiating these things, doing some things formally in a certain way, community yenyu mnafanyanga hivi vitu, hata wazazi wa dem pia wana they contribute things even to weddings, you know, or they pitch see kitu tu ya kufanya to feel like, but that's contrary. You know, me, I feel you need to bring that brief for the men. You need to at least appreciate the parents. Kuna kuanga na
you don't request for an appreciation.
Kuna cars. You're not requesting.
Then the parents they tell you we want this and this. They give you what they want.
Do you know me what does not make sense for me? Appreciating me na agree. You appreciate me because but now the problem comes in where it's Ronnie ananitaka and they're asking for 2 million. But he only has 300,000. Why can't I have the girl?
And you know that's why.
No, if I kukua like.
Yeah, if I kukua like.
It's cool.
There should be no.
Do you know why there are negotiations? And that you guys are not even usually involved in the negotiation.
Yeah,
right?
why?
You're not. That's why you bring your clan. That's why you bring your clan.
Ni kama tulikuwa na lawyer.
It's okay. Yeah, ni sawa.
Nishaikuwa kwa hiyo stuff. Nishai like from a point of experience.
Mimi nataka significance. What's the significance of your ati we have
lakini nakuanga the money doesn't just go to at your parents alone.
So as in clan, okay, sielewi mbona why so much, like if this is what I have, this is what I can appreciate.
Are you a rich man? Do you remember before we used to kainge kwa hizo masaa zingine tungekuwa tukipatiana mang'ombe kaa ngapi? There was a certain measure of wealth, right? And that's why right now even if you get married to a lady ukishaanza hizo processes marorasho nini because you're young, you wouldn't be expected to tour this wholesome immediately. No, these guys understand. These guys are human too. But this is just something that happens and it's continuous. You'll go on in your life. Mtaishi kwenda kwa wazazi wenyu ama kupeleka these things like 2-3 or more times.
Yeah.
All right? And you guys are going to get married. So it's not a
one time thing.
Yes. Si imanishi kama wewe hauna hiyo ganji. Lakini kama mimi nikikaa hapa niko na benches, if you have good money and these guys can tell of course. And then they go talk. Bro, you know umepelekwa na best yako ukaenda kwa kina huo dem. Mkapatana, wazazi wakakujua, wakacheki huyu jamaa. Na lazima useme wewe ni wa familia gani? Hii clan gani? Yes, how do you think they tell, bro? They know you got money. Okay.
No, still it's
so now
money.
Yeah, that's why you're the richer.
They should not use.
You'll be compelled, bro. You'll be compelled. You'll be compelled to do this thing.
Making wealth.
Lakini saizi inakuanga ni kama mimi nishaikuwa kwa hiyo mix. Niko na sis mkubwa aliolewa. Sasa jini sina buda.
He's the oldest guy.
Sasa mimi am the oldest boy.
Oldest son.
Sasa niliingia tu hivyo. Lakini mimi ni msee yogo nilikuwa kwa ile chamber msee.
Ulichota?
Yeah.
Chamber. Sasa mimi kazi yangu, manko zangu na side yetu tunatetea sistangu apatiwe nini fulani. Alafu wale msee, hiyo kitu nikaa tuko koti buda.
Nakwambia.
That's what I'm saying.
It's cool. That's why it's them. It's not you. It's not you. Kuna kuna negotiation. Inafanya kitu kaifan baya. Sasa ukuje tu alafu tuanze kukaa pamoja. Tujue tu mama yako na
kiasi lakini from chenye nilipata vibe ya wase ilikuanga tu ni kama game. Unaelewa? Yani ni kujibamba tu anajibamba cause madhe si nini saa. Unaelewa?
Yeah.
So alikuwa anaelewa tu, alikuwa anajua hata kusema hivi si lazima ikue. So ilikuwa tu ni kama kitu yenye inafaa tu kufanywa nika kujibamba tu. Like
nika officiating tu.
Can I
You're making sense. Like
But I feel there are people who take advantage.
Yeah.
Familia mzuri, it will be a game, it will be fun.
Yeah.
Like
sana upate familia.
Kuna wata take advantage, my friend.
Sana
Actually kuna hata ukata.
Utachiki sana
kukata hiyo prize yenyewe.
Tumekuwekea milioni na unatuletea tu
200. Unajua
this kiatu anapeka Rashid akataliwa.
Really?
Yeah,
so what happens then? Ikikataliwa,
Yes,
you don't marry the
you
girl.
Guys,
you don't marry the girl.
No, you have your woman, man. So are you guys daft? You're not daft.
So, what do
you guys are related. You simna
they will not
date.
give you blessings.
No, it's okay.
Oh, they won't give you a blessing.
It's cool, but there's always time to look for more money. If that's what you feel we should.
But I see that's a very relevant reason why people are not getting married. Because imagine, upate that perfect partner you've been looking for. Excuse me. Alafu, you can't pay for.
It's like now I'm marrying your village.
For dowry. You can't pay for dowry. Hey.
It's like unawa village mzima.
Yeah.
Lakini utapata sana ni wale wazee wenye hawako poa financially, like wako na ile tu na ile scarcity.
So bado
clan. Hapa kuna wazee hapa taking advantage of the situation.
Unalipa uncles, aunties.
That's how they survive actually.
Guy, wallahi. But kuna kuangana ile mbogi yenye yupelekwa.
Hadi kuna watu wanafanya kama
yes, in clan. Like from your clan you have to.
Unajua ile express nini? Experts wako nini? Experts wako negotiate.
Utapewa bure. They have a price.
Wow. Well, it's just the pride. I think this brings some pride to the family. This is a girl.
So maybe I don't know. Maybe
this is our beautiful African woman.
I wouldn't say it may lose so much meaning because as a way unasema appreciate because this girl is gonna be given to you. She'll bear you children. You know, you anakopea a whole other generation. Yeah, they'll be called by your name. So it's nice to appreciate them. But isikue ati
tuanze taking advantage.
Patent gene.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Tuko ID.
Itaonekana jo
but have you seen squeezy people get called like Mr. Wilma.
Mr. Wilma, yes.
Yeah, people are doing that. So
mama yake.
No, the wife.
The wife.
There's a name for that. There's a name for that.
From your wife, you're called instead of Mimi, itwe Mrs.
In this Kenya, in this country.
Not in Kenya.
Like it could be, you just don't know.
I don't know in Kenya, but it happens. But that's a mentality thing though. It's just a name.
It's just a name.
Lakini basi if it's just a name, si basi aitwe venye kuna kwanga. Venye yuko like kani jina tu, si lazima niitwe yako. Itwe yangu basi kani jina. Like hiyo ni wale wasi wanasemanga, si atushindani yetu wako number 1.
His love language.
His love language.
Do you think another reason why watu are getting to marriage sahi ni that I don't think tuna work on ourselves kujua how to handle like what's it called conflicts.
Yeah, conflicts.
Right?
Patience.
Conflicts. Because tutakosana leo, tukosane kesho, you know, it piles up. I say I'm going to the next, you know?
I'm done.
So
that's what guys are
doing. Does that count as a reason?
Yes. Kuna hiyo watu hawako sana.
For marriage pia. Why people are not getting married? Because already when you're dating, that's what happens.
No, but as long as you nini yako I get taken advantage.
Oh. No. Lakini hiyo story ya patience mazee is a very big factor.
Inakimbilia kitu ina fail.
But utaogopa.
I would not go but like even having those difficult conversations too.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Hey, mnakosana hivi siku pili tatu silent treatment. Unasema hapa.
Actually jana niliona there was someone who was saying this on TikTok. Ati watu wanasema ati utanipea space. Mimi ukinipea space ninaoga narudi soko. You know, immediately. Ati space. What do you mean space?
Like unataka space ya kuchapa.
So like tusha normalize if something goes wrong, we move instead of sorting these out first.
I think it's just very high walls. High walls.
Exactly.
And marriage, I feel like you have to
people
work.
have high walls for nothing.
Marriage.
Fight for your marriage.
Wanajichunga sana. They have very high walls.
Yeah.
Defense mechanisms, man.
And hard
also
shells.
this it's happened like this. Oh no, I can't be subjected to this.
Yeah.
I can't make my partner
go through
feel,
this or feel like
ama
this.
feel mi ndo nimekosea. You can't take responsibility of things.
Sorry.
It's cool. Go on.
Yeah, I feel like it's not easy to butter the right person. Watu wanakaa single not because they don't want.
Yeah.
It's because they can't find the right person.
Someone.
Girls are busy working.
Yeah.
Because kitambo dem akifika sijui miaka ngapi, she's ripe for marriage.
Yeah.
Hata shatafutiwa
Right, mazesi now objectify bro.
like
14.
She's okay to get married. Kitambo hata watu wakuwa wanaorganiziwa.
Yeah.
So tumekutafutia mtu atakuwa.
Kangene.
Zilitangwa what type of marriage? Arranged.
Yeah.
Do you feel we should bring it back? Or?
No.
Lakini inawe unajua kitu ule
it works.
It works.
Society
For him it works. But not for all of them.
And what makes it? What makes the parent particular like that? Do they know? A trail of your family, wealth,
genes,
Gina, all these things.
Genes, Buddha.
Genes, pia. Well, they're good looking, they're respectable men, family. Yeah, so we pay for that.
Say for Indians it's easy because bado wameendelea na culture. Sisi hatuwezi rudisha for shit.
Boss nataka kuniambia wewe unataka kulipiwa mahari boss. Wewe unataka kulipiwa dowry.
No, nasema kwa arrange your marriage, si kulipiwa mahari.
No, that's truth of course. Unataka kulipiwa nini dowry?
Mimi nikiwa as a dude.
As a dude.
Of course.
I don't think so.
Oh, what are you?
So it will mess up with my
nice.
It will mess up your ego.
No, point yako ya kusema ati niko nasema point ya that people watu wanakosa the right people to marry.
Yeah.
But don't you think that people don't take themselves in spaces that they can find people who are relevant to them, right? Because huwezi expect kuendanga sherehe upate bibi ama uko unashika kwa nyumba no, right? Unajipeleka conference hata kama ujui ni ya nini. Your tech guys mnaenda tech events, you know, people you can relate to hata kama wako lakini kuna waitress akili. I think
ndio tuna suggest
planned marriages itakuwa tricky sana. Arranged. Okay, maybe atujui sisi hatuta experience
kitu bado iko
in Indian families.
Kuna mtu anafikanga 30 anaanza kutafutiwa,
but bado kuna
recommendations
by the China, in the Asian countries.
Lakini sana mimi niko na best ya sisi alifanywa hivyo mzee wallahi, lakini yani Muslim ni venye like ako I guess ako around 34 hapo hivyo, lakini hana bibi na ako inaitwa aje, hana sense za kuoa. So mapero wanashuku. Unajua mapero ufikiria vitu mingi sana. Hajui culture yetu, culture ina change. Wasi wanakuwa wanapatia vitu zingine options. Anyway, umsi ametumiwa wase like unasikia tu kuna family gathering nani ako ile mtaa. Alafu viti zimewekwa ile place. Wasi wamekuja wameketi, kumbe kila msi anajua ni wewe pekee uji. Wallahi.
It happens.
Ina happen.
Okay.
But you're through pass.
But marriage is a good thing.
It's a good thing.
I'm not experienced it, but it is.
But for the people nimeona that arranged marriages zao zimework. They have very good marriages. They have like good marriages.
Lakini I feel one big factor ya ku have a good marriage na nasema kama msisiko sure kanto, lakini niko 90% sure.
In your opinion,
ni I guess kwanza ni lazima wewe mwenyewe ukume umeji, for lack of a better word, kujinau, unaona, like umejitambua
yeah. Actually kuna stuff nilisikia Beyonce alisema you have to be somebody before you are somebody's.
By then ukweli
unanipata like before uende utafute msee mwingine hiyo partner, kuwa mtu yourself, you know, jo unaweza do nini. Hata Steve Harvey keeps saying a man cannot marry ama cannot be stable in a marriage until he knows who he is, where he gets his money, how much he makes, you know, until ajue. Ile tu umesema, right? Umejina
wasi wengi huacha hiki ipite tu hawatakani kuangalia.
Watu wana ignoring.
Watu wamejiweka kwa akili like ni do tu.
Yeah.
Like,
alafu pia
nataka nikuwe na do ndo nioe. Nataka nikikisha kuwa na do ndo nipate mtoto. But it's not just that. You work on yourself mentally.
In every way.
But again pia unafaa kuangalia hivi. I guess ndio msia make do ni lazima sana si do ni lazima evolve pia wewe. Unaelewa like ni lazima evolve
in some way.
Ndio I mean sina dojo mimi kwa hivi venye niko. So ndio nipate do ni lazima ni change. Obviously.
Yeah.
Unaelewa so pia kuna hiyo nini.
Na kuna point tumesema sasa pia kuna shida ingine that watu as much as watu pia wanaangalia pesa, they are not working on themselves. Watu wameanza kusema you know, I want a partner who will love me the way I am. Na get that means kama mimi ukasirika na vunja glass, you have to love me like that. You know, that's also wrong because it means
and there are things you can't change.
But ndio nasema usiseme ati love me the way I am. Work on yourself.
Constantly. I think that's always a constant.
It's constant.
Thing. It's constant.
You do this
to learn, to unlearn, to relearn.
Yeah.
And first because you're sharing a space.
Ngumu, but
sharing a space with a human being.
But lazima start the process ukiwa peke yako so that ukiwa na msee mwingine ikiwa easier for you to easier for you to change. Yeah.
And you are saying wise.
All these complexities just in marriage. And
wisdom.
You still find yourself a wise man?
Mimi miss you. I like to think so.
Hiyo point yake nasema sijui for you to have money
ni lazima msi a change. Okay. Please we need.
You don't think so?
What did you say?
I don't think so.
Because
my point was a lot of people they are just focusing on money as a
as a factor, as a major factor.
The most necessary thing for you to have children, for you to get married. And they are forgetting on working on themselves.
Yeah.
So ndio amesema now for you to have money you must have
work
it's
on
like
yourself.
he said for you to have money you must have worked on yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's not
ni kweli lisi kila time but especially kuna wase wenye wamezaliwa kwa backgrounds zenye ziko
na pesa
ziko na do lakini mimi nasema like unacheki lakini msika mimi siko tu hatuna do unaelewa and so is the case for majority of people ndio lakini kuna for msikawa ku make do by default like by nikaa iko tu unless we lottery na hiyo ni probability ya 1 in like sijui ngapi ni lazima evolve ni lazima like kuchange vitu mingi sana na in the process for example kitu kama do we agree that emotional intelligence ni a key factor ya kusucceed financially. Emotional intelligence juu ni lazima work na wasi wengine ndio so that one factor ni kitu bado unaweza tumia kwa relationship.
Nataka ku approach hiyo point yako. Okay, hiyo point unakataa yake na aspect ya mentality zile vitu una learn ukigrow up. Umse mwenye ame grow up in a wealthy family kuna vile hiyo mentality ya a wealth kuna kwa scarcity mentality na I don't know what the opposite is. So umse ame grow in wealth kama unasomanga books unajua like Rich Dad Poor Dad right? Si wanasema you'll pass hizo vitu subconsciously to your kids. Anajua ashaanza kusave akiwa 10 ashaanza ku like ni something una grow so unapata tu a wealthy person someone from a wealthy family ana grow up to be wealthy as opposed to wewe umetoka mahali hakuna do your parents have a scarcity mentality unasema I want a new shoe akole unajua hakuna pesa nini so you become that person so for you to ndio like lazima lose your mentality you get into another mentality that I can find that money
evolve
so una evolve so I agree lazima evolve ndio but if you come from wealth
cause utaweza kuchange from me mentality to this inamaanisha uko na capability ya kuchange
like
anything
the things you need to make money are not the things you need to make a family or to have children.
Really?
They're really different.
Really?
No matter about
very rich, you can be very rich,
but
you're mentally fucked up.
No?
You're traumatized.
No, see about trauma. Hii ni mentality ya money.
Atuangalie ile kata story.
No, we are relating to family and getting married.
Ndio nasema unacheki the mentality yenye umechange kuchange akili yako. Unacheki for example ni lazima, as she said, ni lazima we evolve from a scarcity mentality to an abundance mentality.
Yeah.
That's where you want.
Unacheki hiyo the ability to change. The ability to change utahitaji pia kwa relationship, because
you have the ability to change.
Ni lazima
you can borrow, I think, one or two.
Kuna hiyo ability ya kuchange, unaelewa? Sana hata si cause unaweza kumechange from kuto save kuanza kusave, si ndio? Unacheki sana si story ya kusave ama kuto save. Sana ni uliweza kuchange hiyo mentality. So in this case mentality ya kutokuwa for example in a marriage situation, mentality ya kutosikiza kuanza kusikiza, unaelewa?
If that's the case, then all rich people, their marriages will be working perfect.
Proper.
Probably ni venye hawaja choose
intention.
The intention is hawaja choose kuwa on marriage, they choose to make two do.
Before you get married, work on yourself, know what you want, intention on. Stuff like that. Before you have children,
so at the end of the day, it's all about goal yako. Like kama unataka kuoa, uta have what it takes kuwa in a good marriage,
right? So you have to change your mentality for that specific thing, because mentality ya ku change ndio ukwe perfect for marriage. It's the same mentality itafanya in the gym every day
for marriage.
Unanipata?
Is there term for
perfect marriage?
Perfect for marriage.
Is there
Is there
anything like perfect for marriage?
Yeah, what's the perfect?
What is perfect for marriage? Like the outcome of a marriage ama?
No, like you say, ukwe perfect for marriage.
Oh, ukwe perfect for marriage.
Yes.
Oh, I was saying that the mentality, like develop. You know how to argue fast, right? Si unakimbia. So I think ukiwa so open-minded that you can take your partner's opinions, you can take her beliefs, you have the capacity to accept them na ukue sawa. You don't have to fight all the time. I feel like ukiwa tu na your open mentality, that it's good for marriage.
All this is pushing us
I wouldn't say really
just
perfect,
more
but
intelligent.
Like ni kitu venye ulisema
emotional intelligence. One needs to be, I don't know.
Yes, ndio needs.
Emotional intelligence.
Yes, you need. Right now, na hiyo ndio watu hawana. Tuseme ukweli tu. Guys don't have it. And if they realize they're not doing anything, it's just challenging yourself mentally to be patient with this person. Well, accept tuko na makosa when you're human. We did these things, we do these things, they are not. Things like that. There's not the patience right now.
Ni kubaya.
No, you have to be the bigger person a lot of times for that to take effect.
Right.
I think.
Okay. Nani akona anything else to say? Anyone? All right. So that makes it the end of our video. To share so many diverse opinions here. So tell us in the comment section who you supported. How diverse is your opinion on marriage? Share with us your opinions on marriage. Tell us what you agreed with. Tell us what you did not agree with. Ka unadai kuolewa, ka udai, mbona udai, everything in between. Also, thank you for clicking the video and thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe and share, and then we'll see you on the next